Hi, this is Savara from Scrappy Media, and today I'm going to create an art journal. I finished my art journal. This was my third book, and I wanted to create another one. And I did have, because I've been buying a lot of stuff lately, I did made a bet with my husband that I'm not going to buy anything, no supplies or no crafting or anything for 6 months. So I need an art journal. I do have some paper. This is heavy duty paper. This is actually from a sketchbook that I repurposed. So I took the pages out. I got some cardboard here, and I'm going to use this for the cover. And then I found this at the thrift store some months ago, and it's actually it's a binder. And it even had the combs. I found it in Goodwill for half off, and it was very economical. I forgot how much it was. I think it was like $7, something like that. It was really cheap. And what I like about this is that it has a little tray that catches all the little papers that cuts out of it. Pretty. It looks like it works pretty nicely. So I'm going to try this out to bind my book. I got some glue. I got some paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to use some gel medium. I'm going to put a nice coat of this gel medium. And I'm using gel medium because it's nice and thick and it won't buckle my paper, wrinkle my paper. And I'm using a roll of newsprint. So I just cut a piece of that roll, and that's going to be what I'm going to use for my cover, to cover my covers. And then I'm going to put this on top of books, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I shall be back. While the book is drying, I'm going to go ahead and start creating my perforations. And it has a little knob here, so there's a little knob right here. And I think I'm going to put it in the middle. And that way I can butt the paper against it. Then I'm going to take all my papers, and I think I can put at least 5 sheets at a time. We'll see. It feels like it's a very heavy duty piece, so I should be able to lift the handle up. And it even has the outline of the perforations here, so I think that's going to work nice. And it cuts pretty nice. Look at that. It's a pretty nice little cutter. So I'm going to continue cutting all my pages, and I shall be back. So it's already nice and dry, so now I'm just going to cut. And then you're going to cut off the edges here. So now we're going to put it some glue, or actually some gel medium. And then you're going to push against the edge and just bring it over. Okay, right here at the edge, see right there, go ahead and use your bun folder to kind of fold it a little bit, so that way when it folds over, it's going to fold over nice and square. Do that there, do that here. Some more gel medium. Okay, so I already cut a panel that's going to fit right here. And actually I need to cut it a little smaller. And the best way to do this, I'm going to peel it up. Put a lot of glue, especially at the edges. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and then I shall be back. So it's dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and color it. And what I want to do is I want to give it a little bit of color like you see here. And I'm going to use some of my acrylic paints, and I have a baby wipe. Just going to put a little bit of color here. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I think I'm good with playing around with this panel. I'm going to let it dry, and then I shall be back. Now it's a little too thick to be able to go inside the machine. So what I did is I took the pages and used it as template. I marked the holes, and then I went with this E-Cake Success, and it's a punch, but it's a slotted punch. And I just punched where I went ahead and made the markings. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this together. So let me bring back my machine, and we are going to put these pages together. Well, after playing with this machine, I figured out why it was in the thrift store, because those little hooks that you see there, those metal hooks, they don't grab the cone as well as it should be, and the combs kept coming off of it pretty easily. So, but the punch power of this machine is very good. So it just a little struggle, but it did work. And for $7, it's not a bad price. You can struggle a little bit. I'm willing to struggle a little bit to get it to work. So here's the book, and it looks pretty nice. Now we're going to go and decorate the cover. So I'm going to be using this Prima stamp. It's from Julie Nutting, her first release. It doesn't really have a name, but I really love this stamp. I'm going to use this other stamp that my sister gave me. It's Artist at Work. This Mariposa stack, paper stack. I'm going to be using those two pieces of paper there. And these stickers, I don't end up using the stickers. I do not end up using the rub-ons, but these are from the dollar store. And then I do use some stickers from this collection, that sticker pad, and I do use some butterflies. I do not end up using the rub-ons. So on for the fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp her dress, and I already stamped her body on a cream color cardstock. And I'm going to use my AquaBlend watercolor pencils that I got from Spectral Noir. And I love these watercolor pencils. So I want to color her hair, her skin. And then one tip that I got from a YouTuber is that you cut out the dress, but you glue everything on while the doll is still stamped on the paper. After you get everything glued, then you cut out the doll, and that's what I'm going to do in this case. So I'm gluing everything down and then putting her dress on her before I cut her out. And there's my doll. So now I'm going to place her on the front cover of the book, and I'm going to use tacky glue because that really is going to keep her down on my page here. So before I put her down, I decided to go ahead and use this stencil that I created with a stamp, and I have a video on how I created this stencil. And I wanted to put brick. Then I have these Prima masks that I got at Tuesday morning, and I decided I wanted to use that on the front of my cover. And I'm using just some color mist that I've created and also some that I have purchased. And I really wanted the outline of that scroll to really pop, so I decided to go over it with my marker. And this is just a regular permanent marker. And then I really wanted to pop even more, so I decided to go over with my white painter's paint, my Sharpie white painter paint. And then I'm just want to sprinkle some white color or some white paint and some black drops on my cover. I'm putting her down, making sure she's adhered well on the page. And then I'm using my stamp. I love this stamp. And it has saying like Artists at Work, creativity. It's a really nice stamp, and I thought it will work perfect for this art journal. However, when you stamp, sometimes on a dimensional surface, your stamp is not as dark as it should be. So I went over with a marker, and here are the stickers. I'm putting these stickers on and some butterflies to kind of give her a little bit more accent. I wanted to really have it on her dress, the saying on her dress stand out, and it says art and soul. So I went over it with some white gel paint or gel ink, and there's my cover. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.